like start to finish on the program. All right, so now Holly, okay, one last thing is, Holly, I just want you to go over how you get the instant sets inside the house.
Fantastic.
Okay?
Number one reason to get the instant sets in the house is you got to do the MASH foundation. Everybody knows the MASH foundation, is that correct? Make a friend, assure yourself a place to go, show enthusiasm, and have fun. I'll tell you what, folks, if those customers aren't having fun, are they going to refer you on to anybody? They're not. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather have your managers tell you where to go or your customers show you where to go? Customers show you where to go, correct? Because you got no idea where you're going when a manager says they don't have a crystal ball, okay? Well, this last program that I did there's over 30, we've sold 38 units on this group alone, okay? And it started out in one office visit. I walk into the house, the lady is in a wheelchair. She can barely walk. Daughter shows up, what are you doing here? And I explained to her, I said, we're doing some marketing research out here, we're doing some advertising, and we're out here showing her our indoor air quality system. And she says, tell me more, I'm interested.
Wow.
It's better, it gets even crazier than that, she says. So she, at the house there, her daughter says, I want an air filter, okay? But you know what, I don't even want that air filter, I want that cookware set. So how do you pitch the cookware set, or how do you pitch an instant set program? Very simple. What I do here, folks, is, you know, folks, we've got this great program. It's called our Instant Set program. Write this down, folks, okay? All of you, all right? And what we're trying to do, folks, instead of spending false advertising on programs that don't work, we're trying to get back to our customers, whether they purchase or whether they not. And by helping us, helping us with this, we have put together this program where you have a chance to earn a gift valued up to $3,000 of your choice. Who would love a free gift valued at $3,000 delivered to your home 2 weeks following? Fantastic. Okay. Well, here is this fantastic program we got. We got a beautiful cookware set. Who likes to cook here? All right. We all do, right? Okay. How about I can tell you how you can get one of these for free just by referring 3 friends and family over. Folks, we need your help. We don't know who's seen our programs, who hasn't, who has our products and who doesn't, who needs it and who doesn't, and who can afford it and who can't. And this is why we need your help, folks. We need your help to help us find people who are qualified for these programs. And just by helping me set up 3 friends and family, the best part about this is here, I'm going to deliver one of these out to your home. And you know, these are absolutely awesome. They will melt an ice cube in 3 minutes flat before your very eyes without putting it on the stove. Think I'm kidding? Yes, again, because I actually have one of those wonderful cookware sets in my staff here. But the best part about it is, it's a lifetime guarantee. What products today can you buy that are lifetime? None, correct? Very little. Lifetime guarantee, folks. But here's the best problem. Not only do you get a chance to earn a cookware set, you can also have your friends can earn a cookware set well as a free complimentary gift just for helping us with our word of mouth of advertising. Now, I don't care if you Facebook these people during the presentation, if you text them, I don't care how you do it, but we really, really, really need your help. So after I get done with that, what I do is, they're already starting to text. I'm doing my demo. I says, who do you know who has allergies and asthma? Who do you know who's concerned with cleaner, healthier air? Who do you know you go into houses and you're afraid to go back into the house? How many of you have been in those houses? Yeah, a lot. How many of you like to be in those type of houses? Probably not, right? Well, getting back to the story with this customer, she says, she sends me over to 3 friends and family because she wanted her mom to get a cookware set and she wanted a cookware set. Well, this was a funny story because this was all Kirby owners, the whole set, which is pretty funny. So she calls her friends up. Oh, I've got this crazy lady at my house. We're having fun. You're gonna love her. She's got this indoor air quality system, and you're absolutely gonna love it. I just need one more person to get into that house. One more person, and I get that cookware set. She hadn't even got her first one yet. Oh, sure, I'll help you out. Sure, you know, you help me out, I'll help you out. Fantastic. Well, out of those 3 people. First, she bought an air filter to start out with. Her 3 customers all bought systems or super systems. She calls me back and she says, Holly, I want the Majestic too. They all got one and I don't have one. It gets better, okay? I want one. So then she gets her cookware set. Well, her friends and family, they refer me over to 3 friends and family. And folks, how this works, which is absolutely fantastic, 9 levels deep. First person buys a super system, the next 3 buy a couple of Majestics, okay? Go to the next sheet. The next person that bought a Majestic bought a super system and a system off of their group. That person bought a super system, a Defender, and a Majestic. And then the next person out of the 3 decided to do it. And they bought a super system and a system check. And it's still going. Folks, who are the people that we're seeing? I'm selling to massage therapists, chiropractors. I'm working with a doctor right now. He says, all right, Holly, this is what I want. I want a cookware set and I want an iMac. And I said, well, this is what you got to do. Well, this guy was absolutely fabulous, and he got a card just out of the blue. And he says, Holly, you can't go in this house because my kids are all sick, but I'll listen to you in the car. So we did the demo in the car. How in the heck do you do a demo in the car? That was crazy. Okay, that was really crazy. But he says, I'm interested. I'm tired of my patients coming back and telling me that they're sick again. I'm tired. Well, Doc actually had all of his daughters. Well, he actually bought them systems for Christmas. They are clear. This went away, this went away, this went away. All of his family members are doctors. I'm being referred to every single one of his family members. They have got 10 to 15 people ready to go. This week I have 10 instant sets coming up. Doctors, lawyers, nurses, practitioners, you name it. People with buying power. And if they like you, they trust you, they believe in you, they're not only going to buy from you, they're going to refer you on to others. And this one girl, she goes, I'm going to make you the #1 lady. So they told me I was going to be the #1 lady here at the end of the year. I thought they'd be full of crap, but maybe not. I ran more instant set demos the last 2-3 months. And when you get one person, you run with that sucker and you keep going with it and you don't stop. If you run into a bad loop, you cut it off and you continue with it, okay? We don't know who's got good credit and who's got bad credit. One person will give you a person who's got great credit, gives you 3 people with bad credit. Don't know. One person might have bad credit and give you 3 people with good credit. Don't prejudge. These are nurses, doctors. 53% of my customers are nurses and doctors. Another third are business owners, and the rest are ordinary folks between the ages of 18 years of age up to 96 years of age. Folks, it's that simple. I've been with the business for almost 10 years, and I believe I have 1,000 personal units since I started. Half of those are instant set credit card, first line credit deals. Half of those. Look at your income potential, but not only that, you are in super qualified leads. Super qualified leads. This is continuing. I don't know where this is going to go. I met the guy down in Cedar Falls. He got one of our cards. We don't know about you. And I go, what do you mean you don't know about me? You know about Kirby, but you don't know about us? You know, the crazy thing is we're in the same town. One's on one side and one's on the other. What was really crazy is he was very impressed because he was a John Deere engineer. He was retired for 20 years, and his maid was just there, and she had a shark. And so I carried, how many of you guys carry the Filter Queen magazines with you? Any of you carry them back in the houses and show people what we're actually doing out there? Okay? Really important. Because seeing is what? Believing. Seeing is believing. We tell and tell and tell, but telling isn't selling. Seeing is believing. We see it firsthand or see it on there or see it on TV. Rather see it firsthand. Folks, that's how you do it.
That is the way into that type of house. You're not going to get into that house on a scratch card.
Holly, how many those cookware sets have you given?
Oh my goodness. Could be
Thousands and thousands of dollars worth, I'll tell you that.
150, who knows? You know,
Pete's
yeah,
got
go
an
ahead.
interest
You always use a cookware set?
I use the cookware sets because in our area it works. But like people who live in the Twin Cities, you guys got Chanhassen up there, you guys have got the Mall of America, you also have got your theme parks up there. Folks, people don't like to pay money, they like to have fun. You know, we can give people money till the cows come home, but people will use that money to pay what? Pay their bills.
Holly, what's some of the stuff that you have them text?
Oh, this is fantastic here, okay? I've got this here for you guys here. How do you text, okay? Well, my customers you get the name, you get the referral. They contact the customer, and they say, yeah, she can call me. Great, all right. So then you try to call the customer yourself, and you go, they're not picking up. They're not picking up, okay? So what you do is, you got that name, you got that okay from that customer to give that person a call. I'm going to give all of you guys one of these. Hi, this is blank. I need you to do me a favor. I'm trying to earn a $3,000 cookware set. It's really awesome, and I only need one more person to visit. Keep it simple, keep it stupid, folks. One more person. Can you help me out?
Sure can.
You definitely can help me out, can't you? Okay, great. That's the first one. I only need one more. And they will text you right back. They will say, I can do it on this day, or I can do it on this day. How do you text it? Hi, my name's Holly, the lovely lady that Bob and Chris referred you over to. When would be a great time to come out and visit with you? They will text you back because they have a report with you. Marketers, you can't do this. Associates, you have to do this. They have the report with you. They like you, they trust you, they believe in you. And that customer believes that you're gonna be that one going out there and doing that demo. Folks, I've taken this program 9, 10 levels deep, 40 appointments, 25 sales.
Beautiful.
Not just once.
Wow. That's wonderful.
Just not once, folks. I've been trying this for 1.5 years, and it's worked every time. Every single time it works. And you know what the best part? You have more appointments coming out of your ears you don't know what to do with. But here's the other secret. There's a secret. If you're not getting them within 3 and 7 days, then do 3 and 10 days. Do 3 and 14 days. What sometimes happens is the customers can't see you, you lose the time, and you lost the customer. Okay? Try different things to make it work. I hear people say it doesn't work in this area. I say BS, it doesn't work in this area. And the reason I say that is I have cookware sets in Iowa and Minnesota and Wisconsin. I have TVs in Iowa and Wisconsin and Minnesota. But here's the crazy part, okay? You have to be willing to travel, okay? People don't live next door to each other anymore. They just don't. Parents say, my sister or my daughter needs to see this. She lives over in Wisconsin. Would you go to Wisconsin and do a demo? Hell yeah, they got allergies and asthma, they got respiratory problems, breathing problems, and they're looking for something. Wow. How often is that going to be a sale?
Every time.
Almost every time.
She drove to Omaha to sell a super system.
Yeah, Omaha to sell a super system. That was down in Des Moines, and the customer is like, I want so-and-so to see this. Well, first of all, I went to the customer's house, and she says, oh, my wife snores terribly, and she has terrible allergies. Well, she's allergy-free. She goes to her mom and dad's. Mom and Dad, you got to take a look at this. Now, Mom and Dad were in their mid-80s, okay? I was a little bit skeptical on this. But under Mom and Dad's house was a dirt basement, let's put it that way. Every time she went in that house, she about died, okay? So this was pretty funny how this would work. So she brought the machine right over. My customers will bring machines right over to their customers' houses to show them. You have got to see this, because birds of a feather do what? Flock together. Same thing with the Joneses, okay? Mom and Dad cleared up. And I take the Majestic on their carpeting, and we went from light brown, dark brown to light brown. Look, and she changed the color of my carpet. He's 85 years old. Look at this. Look what she did. He's on the phone. You've got to see this. You have got to see this. One was in Waterloo, one was in Omaha, Nebraska, and one was in the cities. You know what? All 3 sold. Super system, super system, system, super system. Boom. Look how much money, not only did I earn a great income, but I created a lot of what? A lot of friends. You have to be willing to travel. You have to, okay? It may not always be the best travel, but you don't know until you try, because they're only going to give you people that they believe is going to help you become successful. They're not, and you have to be careful too, because sometimes if you bother somebody too much, they're not going to do it. Oh, they're pushy, I don't want to see them. That sometimes happens, okay? Don't get discouraged, keep going with it, okay? But I'd like to see, go ahead, Bob.
One of the number one things you got to do, and if you can tell by listening to Holly's, you got to be excited, and you got to make a friend with the people. Okay, that's the key aspect, is you make a friend, and they'll bend over backwards to help you. Like she's talking about the doctor, his goal is for 20 instant sets for her because of what he wants. So let me ask you a question, Holly. Where'd you spend Christmas?
At their house. I'm invited to Christmas and to Thanksgiving every year. Every year, they come after. We want to see you.
Friend for life.
Friend for life, folks. That's what it is. It's a friend for life. They will do their darndest. That Sheila, that gal of mine, I wish she was on our team. She says, I'm going to make you that #1 lady by the end of the year. I don't care what I got to do. You sold my friends. I didn't think they were going to buy crap. My goodness, what'd you do to them? Did you mesmerize them? I said, no, I had a hell of a good time with them. I do butt warmers, I do hair dryers. They remember me. They call me the crazy lady. Why do I get called the crazy lady? Because I love to have fun. And if you're having fun and they're having fun, guess what? They're laughing. Dave Weissip went on a demo with me. I don't know who was laughing harder, Dave or the customer. I swear they were both ready to go to the bathroom there after I was done. But you know, after I got done, I had 5 instant sets, okay? And a first line check deal. That's still continuing on that group also.
And one thing you can do at the end, like when we used to do the cookware set, I used to buy these from just the 1-quart saucepans from my distributor, and for getting the instant set, I give them this. So then if the wife had, I guess you're not the wife today, Scott.
You also show me, you show me ice cube too.
Yeah.
You show the ice
But
cube there.
once the wife has one piece in that set, she wants the rest.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now that we don't do cookware a lot of times, I recommend maybe one of the extra attachments from the filter queen. I think every house should have that. I love that. It's a 36-inch flexible crevice tool. Okay. And if they got me an instant set, I would buy some of those from my distributor and give them away on the instant to give me an instant set if I was in that house. Okay. There's lots of things like that. Again, if you give them something, they'll reward, just like she said. If you help me, I'll help you.
Yeah, and they love to help you, especially. And the other thing is, you got to keep it simple. I tell people this. Okay. The other thing I'm going to say is, when you go to a home, if somebody comes to my home and they're in jeans and they're in a crappy t-shirt or a crappy sweatshirt or a crappy sweater, okay, am I going to pay $3,000 for this equipment? Absolutely not. No, okay. Also your car, the way your car looks really good. Don't look at mine today because it's another story. Clean cars, clean cut, folks, okay? When the main thing is also is just not what your car, but how you look. Your appearance is so much. Am I going to spend, does this person care about themselves? If they care about themselves, number one, your product is going to be what? It's going to be spotless. But they also got to see that you believe in your product. If you don't believe in your product, they're not going to buy from you either, and they're not going to refer you on to others. Folks, you got to know what these machines are capable of doing inside out, backwards, and forwards. This doctor has me lined up with one of the top toxicology doctors in Minnesota coming up here in a couple weeks. Top toxicology professor coming up here in a few weeks. And he's not only got that, they've got his doctor's friends are working on more people for me to go and see. Folks, we're hitting the right people. Allergies, asthma, respiratory, breathing issues, pets, concerned, CPAPs, BiPAPs, oxygen, nebulizers, what these machines are capable of doing. Now, if they told me years ago I'd be a vacuum sealed, I'd say they're full of crap. We're into our quality people, folks. Lawyers, nurses, doctors, farmers, contractors, electricians. It's amazing how this word-of-mouth advertising works. It's contagious. And you know what? When people go back and they service my customers, oh, that crazy lady, she was so much fun out there. Is she still with us? Absolutely, she's still with us. Because they had what? Fun. They had fun. They remember you. My one customer I was telling Bob is down in Humboldt. I sold a system to a customer. Well, he called one of his customers up. He says, hey, would you be interested in listening to a really neat indoor air filtration system for Filter Clean? He says, I got one. Well, you do? Who sold it to you? Oh, some woman named Crazy Holly was out on New Year's Eve back in 2005. She did. Now, let me ask you a question. Does she talk just as fast now as she did back then? Oh, even faster, Jerry said. But we love the product. And they all got cookware sets, too. Mike says, you know, I already got the product, but I'm going to help you get your cookware set because I like you. That's what it is.
And to sum it up, I mean, this program could be a huge, to get it up to the 1,000 units that we're looking for on this. Does anyone, and she's the best that there is at it, does anyone have any questions on anything on how she handles any aspect of that before we go back there on Monday and everyone says, I forget what she said. All right.
Holly, when you're selling like the pot and pan set, are you doing that at the beginning of your demo? Or?
I do it in the beginning. Why do I do it in the beginning? Because I lay that sucker right out in front of them so they can see it all the way through the demo. Right. And you know, I was telling Ross, some of the people, they're texting their friends, you're not going to believe what they're pulling out of my couch. Oh my gosh, I didn't know I had that much junk in it.
And then have them take a picture of it and send it to their friends.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And they'll do it. You're not going to believe what she's doing. Oh, you got to meet this crazy lady. Just to meet her. I've never seen anybody like her. I don't think anybody has.
One more, Adrian.
But you know what? I have what? Go ahead.
Like when you're running all these shows, do you ever think about like if you sell one person the system for $27.98 and then you go to one of their friends, their credit isn't that good, so they can't get that same deal? Like
they get the same deal regardless. You keep the price the same, whether they have good credit or bad credit. That's not your problem. That's their problem. When you start changing the price, you change the program because people talk. People will talk, and they will tell you, well, I got it for this price, but then why did I get it for this price? You have to keep it the same.
Even if someone has like 801 and then their best friend has like a 550.
Doesn't matter. You keep the price the same. Unless you're doing cash, check, or credit card, then you maybe give them a bigger discount because you don't have to worry about the financing. But you keep the price the same. If you don't keep it the same, you're dead in the water.
And that's a little bit of a different subject, and I'll go off of that one. That's a little bit of a different subject right now, Adrian, because
No, I'm just telling you to keep it, especially for the group that you're in. So if you're selling it for this group, but this group you're selling it at this, then you keep it at that.
And she
price.
sells FOMO deals,
Yes.
okay? So she doesn't have to worry about where someone got it for 2,100 and the next person at 27.98, because she sells them at 27.98 or whatever the list price is over there, okay? And so, but this was that page I was talking about earlier. Make sure you guys have these, okay? I'm sure your office has them, the Crown the Queen sheet. This is the final one, you put them on, and then it's all filled out there. But the whole thing is, and Holly can definitely attest to this, like I started off with, it's about making more money, okay? And that's the whole point of this program, and the customers are much more happy. They're getting, you know, cookware sets, different whatever gifts that you guys are giving them, and they're building that relationship.